we've got to rip off the Band-Aid here, because yesterday we had a game in Kansas City where Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert combined for, I don't know, it was like nothing. They did nothing. But I have a lot of optimism about Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert. In my way too early rankings, I was talking with Jake Fabian about this, and he had Raheem Mostert down at like 90th overall or 70th overall, and I had Mostert at, I don't know, it was like 48th, end of round 4, somewhere in 5th round. I wasn't willing to just be completely out on Raheem Mostert, because we saw what Mostert did this year. He was 3rd in best ball value rating. 28% of the time he was a running back 1, 67% of the time, 2/3 of his weeks, he was giving you at least a flex option. And I want to be betting on these Miami Dolphins running backs. I think that was the bet going into this season, was Jeff Wilson, Devon Achane, and Raheem Mostert. And it was clearly just Achane and Mostert given Wilson's injury. I'm very bullish on Achane as well, because Achane was running back 4 in best ball value rating. But like, how low is too low for Raheem Mostert?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting question. I was on the wrong side of the Miami backfield this year. I was very high on Jeff Wilson. I think I had over 50% of them in best balls. Yeah, that hurt. But in terms
the right process, wrong result, right?
Yeah, exactly. I knew one of them was going to go. I just didn't know which one. But in terms of Devon Achane, we talked similarly about a guy, Tajay Spears, in him not being big enough to take those hits every single game. Devon Achane is an inch smaller and 2 pounds lighter than Tajay Spears. He's smaller than him. And if we don't think that if Tajay Spears is big enough to handle an every single down workload, how are we going to say that Devon Achane is big enough to handle an every single down workload? Now, don't get me wrong. Devon Achane still has both of his ACLs, so that's a win.
that's 2 pluses.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, is he going to be able to be a 20 to 30 carry back in the NFL game in, game out? Absolutely not. And so coming into this year, I think I probably have Devon Achane a little bit lower than you would in terms of overall ranking. I know you have him here at RB5. I probably have him down around the 12, 13, 14 range. But Raheem Mostert, there's going to be a role for that sort of back in Miami. Someone who's going to handle that first, second down work and get a lot of those goal line touches, similarly to a Jamal Williams in the past. So I don't think he is 90th overall. I think he's a lot higher than that. But do I see him losing a little bit more of his touches as his efficiency goes down? And yeah, what is he, 31 going on 32 years old? So he is getting a little bit older in age.
He's not a young pup.
No, exactly. Ultimately, Father Time is going to catch up with him, and he is going to lose a step, which I do think opens up a little bit of a gateway for Devon Achane. But I still think Mostert's value is still there going into next year.
Yeah, if we're gonna get 7th, 8th round Mostert, I think I'm still in on that, given the role. But I agree with you. There's going to be some other running back that's going to be the number 2 along with Achane. I agree with you. There's going to be value in multiple running backs in this Miami backfield. So whether we're back in on taking last round Jeff Wilson, or we're just drafting more Raheem Mostert, whatever the case may be, I think that's the right process, is to attack these high scoring offenses with a little bit of ambiguity.